Hey guys, it's Dan from Squid Gaming, and this is my multiplayer first impressions of Aliens Colonial Marines. I decided to start with the multiplayer first because I wanted to spend a little bit more time with the campaign before I made a video on that. So that'll be coming in the next couple of days. Multiplayer. This is TDM gameplay I'm showing in the background. You'll be able to see my alien gameplay in a second. You get to play as the Marines and the aliens, one round each. The other game modes are pretty cool, and the rank up system's cool. You get XP for the Marines, and you can go to your Marine rank, and the same with the aliens, you have different ranks. I think that's pretty cool. The loadouts and the appearance screens, they're quite cool. You've got detail in the aliens to customize the head and the skins, and same with the Marines. That's quite cool. I mean, there's nothing wrong there, but it's quite good. One of the good things in the game as a whole, which really adds to the atmosphere, because it's supposed to be a very atmospheric game, is the lighting, and the lighting is done really, really well, and it's even done well in the multiplayer, which you don't actually see that much in multiplayer games, especially not multiplayer focused games. Sorry, story focused games, because this is very much a story mode focused game. But yeah, it has really good lighting in the multiplayer, which makes it good because it makes for some really intense encounters, like you're in a corner and there's lots of aliens coming and you don't know where they are, and it actually is like that in the campaign. And it's cool that they've made that so it happens in multiplayer as well. The sounds are good. They're really alien-y. They're like the movies. They've really done a good job with that. And the maps are pretty cool as well. Now, that is actually pretty much my entire list of good things in the multiplayer, and that's not a good thing. You probably heard already that this game's had a lot of stink around it, and I don't disagree with them, although I do disagree heavily with a lot of what people do say. It is not a terrible game. It definitely has a lot of problems, and it's not up to It's not up to what a 2013 AAA title should be. But the problems with the multiplayer probably start with the fact that the hit detection for the aliens are terrible. You pounce on the and this isn't lag, by the way. And I'll get to the lag in a second, but yeah, without lag, you go up to the Marine and you try and hit him. The detection is quite bad, and it's really sloppy. It doesn't feel really satisfying when you get a kill. Actually, no, it tends to be satisfying because it's like, oh yeah, it worked. But really, it doesn't feel fun to sort of go around, and because you end up just getting shot because you end up mucking around trying to hit him, and you should be able to kill him, and you're in a position where you've actually outplayed him, but because of the hit detection, he actually gets the better of you. So in a lot of cases, the Marines actually end up winning because of that. But I don't know. The balancing is actually, they try and balance it. You can tell the maps are actually quite good to make it so the Marines have areas where they can hold back, but in some areas, like the flamethrower, is really, really overpowered. I actually thought to myself, like when I was trying to make this video before, and I was thinking that I'll play a little bit more with the flamethrower. Maybe there's some balancing that I haven't seen, but no, it's ridiculous. There's actually a minigun in there, like a chain gun thing, which you could pick up. It has like a target finder, like in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. But actually, the target finder doesn't show you where they are. It actually snaps to them by itself and shoots them. So all you have to do is hold down the mouse button and it just kills stuff. But that actually runs out of ammo really, really quickly. The most I've ever got is 3 kills with that, and that is that's a power weapon on the map. So that's pretty standard. I mean, for a good run, 3 kills with a power weapon, that's pretty good. But the flamethrower takes, like, all you have to do is just aim at the alien and press the mouse button down, and they burn almost instantly. So you never run out of ammo. You really just have to get ambushed, which is another thing. In these types of games, there is some sort of strategy to it. Excuse me. If you run as a pack in the aliens, you're much more likely to win the game. You really can get overwhelmed. As soon as you stop for a reload, you're dead pretty much, as long as the hit detection doesn't play up. But the lag as well. This may be that everyone has been complaining about every game that I've been in. There actually might be a message that pops up with, I think I did get some gameplay where some guy just said, "Anyone else lagging?" Everyone in the server just said, "Yep." But I thought that maybe was just the host, but every single game I've been in, it's been like that. It's just everyone's ping goes up and down at the same time. It's really weird. But that's just my experience so far. That's been like that. The gunplay in general just feels a little bit uncomfortable. Now I like the way that this game plays out. It's kind of arcadey, and I see what it's trying to do. But at the same time, the guns don't feel fun to use. They just feel really weird and uncomfortable. I always think, when I thought of uncomfortable, I think that's a really good way to describe it. And I think maybe you'd understand if you played it. They just feel really weird at first, but you do kind of get used to them in the end. And the I definitely use the shotguns more than anything else because they feel pretty cool. They feel really arcadey, and that's probably what you should use if you're struggling with the machine guns. To be honest, with the maps in general, they could have done a lot more with the alien paths you see in Natural Selection 2. Is a prime example of how they use the environment to get around and sneak behind people. You can go through vents and different areas. Yes, there are vents, but there's like 2 or 3 on the map. And the classes of aliens, there's only 3. And they don't move in any different way. I mean, there's one that pounces, but that's the only movement that's different. You can use that pounce to get up on high ledges, but the rest of them, they're all pretty much the same size. They kind of look the same if you're not concentrating. And it's not very dynamic, so it's just pretty disappointing on that note as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you can have fun with this. It's not absolutely terrible. I mean, so far I wouldn't give it a score because my scoring is completely different from anything you'd ever see. But I'll try and finish the campaign so I can do a review of the entire game, because I'd like to talk about this game because I think it's interesting. And I don't like it when it's kind of like Chinese whispers, really. Like the first guy says like, "Oh, this gun's weird." Next minute, the game's like a complete, waste of money, and the developers should be killed. But I mean, that's what it's turning into, and I don't think half the people that are actually putting scores up on these pages have actually played the game and actually thought about it, because I think there was a little bit of stink around this game from the beginning, because it was like, oh, Aliens, it's a movie game, they're probably going to screw it up. Watch the gameplay, oh, the graphics aren't very good. That was the first thing, the graphics weren't very good, so I think the graphics are fine, to be honest. I mean, in the end, graphics don't matter as long as they have the gameplay to make up for it, and I don't particularly think this game actually has the gameplay to make up for it, but at the same time, you can have fun with it, and if you play with friends, you can definitely have a lot more fun, and if you play co-op campaign, which I haven't done that, but I'll get to that in the campaign video. If you can have fun with the game, then it's not a complete failure. So yeah, I'll talk about the campaign in the next video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.